Pixels. It's Tasha back for another YouTube video. So before I get into it, make sure you like, subscribe if you're enjoying my videos. Give me ideas. I know we're all bored as heck at home right now, so give me some ideas of things I can film at home. I will gladly take requests. Comment down below or find me on T Rumple Fitness on Instagram and send me a message on there. But yeah, if you like my videos, make sure you like, subscribe. I appreciate all of you. If you hear screaming out there, the kids are out there being wild. So if you're quarantined at home and have kids, I feel ya. I feel ya. But today's video, I wanted to share kind of like what I'm doing to stay positive during quarantine. I know a lot of states are quarantined to home, which means like you can only go to the grocery store and essential jobs and stuff like that. Obviously school is out, so I know a lot of the world is quarantined to home, or a lot of the country, and so I just wanted to share some ways that I'm like staying positive. Before I get into those, I just want to say I'm praying for everybody. I know everybody's going through things right now, whether or not you're sick or you're distressed, you're scared about the sickness, or you're scared about finances, because a lot of people have gotten shut down. My husband, including, his last day of work was yesterday for the next 3 weeks. So I'm with you all. He's our only income, so I'm with you. I feel you. We're all in this together. The way I look at it is we just take a day at a time. We hope for the best and we do everything we can. But the one big factor is not letting our mental health fall and staying strong throughout this time. Because if you are not strong, you will fall, and falling is not an option in my book. So here's some ways to help keep your mind busy, keep out of that funk, things I've been doing. So just stay tuned. I promise there's some good ones, and I will just kind of explain what I'm doing. Okay, so number one on my list is resting. And you may be thinking like, that's crazy. We're home. Like, obviously, what else are we going to do? Well, what I mean by resting isn't just like laying on the couch being lazy. It means legitimately taking a nap, really resting your body, getting good sleep. If you are just staying up all night, not resting properly, or binging shows, and you're not resting your body properly, well, then stress is going to take its toll on you, and hit you even more. You become more vulnerable. I can never say the word vulnerable when your body is tired, not to mention that drops your immune system. So you want to make sure you're getting adequate amount of sleep and rest, and not just binging shows all night, or playing video games all night, or skimming through social media all night and reading article after article. Just don't do that. You need to rest. You need to rest. So that is number one. I'm not going to get more into that, but you need to properly rest. So that's number one. Oh my gosh. I keep freaking unplugging my freaking light. Okay. So number two is like spa night. Take a bath. Take 20 minutes for yourself, soak in a bath. If you have Epsom salt, that's great. To really, like, it's not going to de-stress you, obviously. The bath might relax you, but the Epsom salt's going to loosen the tension up in your body, make your body relax. So take a bath, take a long hot shower, sit in the bath. Put a face mask on if you have some. If not, order on Amazon, because Amazon's still there. Pour a glass of wine, drink a glass of wine in the tub. Really having that relaxation time is key right now. Not to mention, it takes 20 minutes out of your day, right? Because we have all the time in the world right now. So taking a bath, letting your body relax, soak in that hot shower, you know, doing a face mask, a hair mask, self-tan if you self-tan. All of those things, self-care for spa nights are a must. I'm not a big bath person, but I do, if my body's feeling stressed out, I will sit in an Epsom salt bath, and it really does help. I'm a person that likes my water scalding hot, and so I tend to sweat in the shower, so I have to take a cold shower, or sweat in the bath, so I have to take a cold shower afterwards just to cool my body off, because usually my skin will be like bright red after I take a bath. But it is relaxing. It does usually release the tension in my body, and I do get tension headaches if I'm too stressed out for too long, so those help so much. So I really highly recommend doing those spa times in your house as much as you can. Give yourself a pedicure, a manicure, whatever. Do it. Keep up on taking care of yourself, even though we're home, we're not going anywhere. Taking care of yourself and keeping up on that. You know, really, even, I don't have this on my list, but really even going and putting on makeup, even though you're not going anywhere, just kind of like, I don't wear makeup that often, but if I'm feeling really gloomy and down, I will just go put some makeup on, and it just really kind of helps my spirits up. As for my hair, well, I was supposed to get my hair cut this past weekend, and obviously it got canceled, and one reason why I keep my hair short is because I just wear it up all the time once it grows out, and it's pointless, and I usually get headaches when it's up. But first thing after this quarantine is it's getting cut. But you can curl your hair, you can put makeup on, those kinds of things, but really self-care, spa nights, stuff like that, that's number 2. On my list is reading. I will link some of my favorite books in the description. I will look them up. I have been reading a lot. I really love books that just hit my soul right. I'm not somebody that, like, the books that I'm going to put in the description are books, like life books. I'm not really somebody that reads like nonfiction books and novels and stuff like that. I'm not that person. I really love reading though. Like, it really relaxes my mind, and I lose track of time sometimes reading, and next thing you know, I've been reading for hours, but I really love it. I really enjoy it. Find a good spot in the corner of your house with the sun shining, make a cozy spot, and pull out a book and read. And again, don't spend all your money, because I know money and finances are really tight right now, so avoid shopping. But if you can afford $10, $15, buy a book, read it. I promise, like, that's going to be worth your while, and reading is good for the mind. So pick up a book and read. Number 4 on my list. I'm not gonna get too far into this, but journaling. You may say, Tasha, that's crazy. Like, what am I gonna write about? Well, there's so many things you can write about. Maybe you have something in your life that's just really holding you back. Pull out a journal, start writing, start digging and writing about your past, or digging into life things that you need to release to move forward. I have 3 journals, and I have one that I just write like in, not every day, but a lot of days, where if something big happens in my life, if something big happened that day, or if I'm just feeling really down, I will write about it. It really does help me, versus it helps me get it out versus me become angry about something or exploding. I write everything down. My second journal is just a journal that I kind of up-talk myself, and I actually read this in one of my books to do this, and it might sound crazy, but we all need to know our self-worth, and we all need to think positively about ourselves. And so I get in there, because the thing is, if you train your mind to do something, it's going to do it. So every day I tend to pull it out in the mornings, and I will write, like, I am a good wife, I am a good mom, I am worthy, like, I trust God's path, just positive things about myself, or even about the day, like, today is going to be a good day. I'm not going to let anything get in the way of today. So that's the thing I do in my second journal. And then my third journal is like my Bible journal. So if I find a verse I like, I will write the verse down, or if I read something in my Bible and then I like look it up online, because sometimes I'm gonna get more into that in a minute, but sometimes things in the Bible are hard to understand. I will look it up online and I will put it in my Bible journal. So that is what I do. Journaling is really good, especially through these rough times, crisis times in life, to get it out there versus holding it in. And I'm a person that I like to help everybody, which is good and bad, but then I don't like to talk about things that bother me. And my husband can always tell when something's bothering me, and I will still tell him nothing's bothering me and that it's really bad, and I know that, and it's not because he's not there for me, but it's just because I feel like my problems are tiny and I just will get over them, but I tend to journal about them a lot. That helps me release things. So number 5, there's 7, by the way. So number 5 is my faith. This isn't for everybody, but really digging to find your faith. This is a good time for it. You have plenty of time. All church services pretty much are online. If you want to watch my sermon speak on Sundays, and I'm pretty sure it would still be on there. Yes, it is. It is on there. I know it is. Look up firstchurchconnect.com. This past week's sermon was so good and is on point for what is going on in the world right now. So check them out, look it up, listen to it, but it's really good time to find your faith. I know the Bible, pull your Bible out. I know the Bible can be scary, like I had mentioned, because they're ancient and it's hard. It's so big. There's so many words. A lot of words we don't quite understand because they are so old. So a lot of times what I will do is, if there's that Bible verse that I kind of think I understand and I like in the Bible, I will, or maybe I don't even fully understand it, but I want to understand it, I will type in the Bible verse on Google, and Google will a lot of times bring up ways to understand it better, in like memes or quotes or pictures or whatever. It'll bring up ways to understand it better, and then I will write that in my Bible journal. So that is one way. But really finding your faith and praying right now is a must-have. And again, it's not for everybody, and that's completely okay. But I personally trust God's path right now. I, a few years ago, would not have been that person, and I would be freaking out in this time right now. Like I said, my husband is on shutdown, off work without pay. Yes, you can file unemployment and blah, 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 blah. But I'm just trying to stay positive. We will get through this. We've been through rough things in the past, and I just think God has a path for us and for my family, and my job is to keep them safe and healthy right now, and that is what I'm going to do. So I've just been turning to my faith for that, and I just trust that everything will be okay. So that's one thing I've been doing. I've been digging like on my really struggling days, because I do have struggling days. I'm not gonna lie. I really dig into understanding God's word more. So that is something you could be doing. And if you don't have a Bible and you're wanting to dig into, you know, kind of finding your faith, I will link my Bible down below. It was like $10, legit. And I will even link my Bible journal down below. So check those out if you want. And again, my church if you want. If not my church, I'm Christian, and you want to check out other churches, I'm sure there's tons and tons and tens of thousands online right now. So you probably only have to Google them. 6 is staying active. I know, for one, this is a perfect time to start your gym goals, your fitness goals, because we are home. A lot of us are home and off work for the next 2 weeks, so you have plenty of time to really start those fitness goals. You can be creative. Use milk jugs. You know, incorporate your kids. You can, again, if you have a little bit of money to spend and money's not an issue, order some dumbbells. You can get them pretty cheap on the internet. You can do body weight things. You can order resistance bands. If you don't like lifting weights and that's just not your thing, then I know in a lot of states you can still go outside and be active out there. Go on walks or jogs or bike rides. Go outside and play basketball with your kids if it's warm enough. Really keeping active, for one, is going to not only one, make your mind better and more at ease and your body feel great, but it's going to keep you on track. Don't give up your goals just because you're home and things are not as planned right now. Also, you will kick yourself in the ass, excuse my language, if you just binge eat everything in sight and you give up on your goals, and in 2 to 3 weeks when you're off quarantine and you put on 20 pounds, you might be a little upset. So still stay active, keep your kids active. My kids were in the living room last night having me and my husband give them challenges to do for fitness related. So just staying active. I've been encouraging my kids to go on bike rides. This is for your kids too, because kids can fall in a slump if they're used to being active. They're kids, they're used to being busy, so they can fall in a slump if they're just laying in bed. So I've been encouraging like going outside and jumping on the trampoline or bike rides, etc., etc. So keeping active, whether that may be, I'm not saying just lift weights, but just keep your body going. Sitting on the couch 24/7 is not going to help. The last one, the biggest one, stay off social media. Stay off social media. And this is the biggest one because social media is already so toxic. I have social media, but if you have Facebook, you know what I'm talking about right now. It's extra toxic because not only do you have article after article after article after article about the virus and about how many people died and about this and that, and sometimes for one, that's overwhelming because not all the articles are the same. One says something and then one says something else and one says something else. You have people bullying on there. I've had people bully me because my scares are different than what theirs may be, or etc. And it's just sad because we all need to uplift each other right now. The world's crazy enough. The stores, have you saw the stores? They are insane. People panicking, and it's just crazy already, and we need to be strong and uplift one another. And if we're not doing that, that's not okay. But I was really I have really bad anxiety and I've done really well with it, but I was legitly on Facebook. Instagram's not as bad because it's just pictures and stuff, and I even find Twitter's not, but on Facebook, literally, there was no post of anything except about deaths and the virus and people fighting and being mean to each other. And I just got to a point, I was getting angry, at everybody, just because it was stressing me out so bad. So I decided it was best for me to, I deleted my Facebook account for a little bit. Well, I didn't delete it, but I deleted the app because then I stay off of it, right? Because the app's on my phone, it's easy to just click it. But if I delete the app, then I don't get on it. So I've just been, the last few days, I've not been on social media. I've just kind of been, indulging in these other things I read off to you guys, being active, fitness, playing card games with my kids, watching movies. If you don't have Disney Plus, which a lot of people already do, we're new to the bandwagon. We did the trial for 2 weeks for free. There's that. So just spend this time with your family. It does suck. We have to make the best of it, but don't give up on your goals. Don't fall in a slump. You need to remain strong, not only for yourself, but for your family. If you have kids, they're watching you. If they see you falling down in a hole, they're going to reflect off that. If they see you freaking out, they're going to reflect off that. So staying strong, being there for one another, lifting each other up in this struggling time, and just staying active, doing things with them, watching movies, playing card games or board games or video games with them, or going outside on bike rides, or if you're able to, or outside throwing a ball around, or whatever it may be. Doing these things right now are crucial to your mental health, and your mental health is top priority right now, over everything, because if you don't have that, then this time's going to be a big struggle for you. So that is all I have. I'm praying for every single one of you so much, and we will get through this, guys. We will get through it. I'm rooting for everybody and for our world, and we'll get through it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much. Thank you for watching, and until the next one.